So we start this from scratch.
Was it slideshow?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. All right. Okay, we'll close this door. Well, welcome to my PD. Awesome teachers from Stewart Middle School. Thank you very much. And this is the course I'm taking is Educational 610, and it's basically incorporating digital technology into our classrooms. They're trying to make us digital technology coaches. Okay, and so my goal for this PD is to assist in building up your capability. And I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't write your names on the PD that you took the TAILS survey. But when I had the score, and someone scored like a 5 or a 6 in their self-efficacy. I have it right here. So that's what I want to jump to. With that efficacy survey, a 6. Someone else scored a 5. So what I saw was it was kind of midway. Someone scored like I asked you all how competent you were, just basically just using the technology. Someone said an 8 and someone said a 5. And then I said, well, how do you rate your capability? And one of you all said a 6 and someone said a 5. So pretty humble, pretty much in the middle. And so today my goal is to briefly discuss, which I'm going to hand out 8 key points I printed out for you, the difference between being competent and capable. There's two different, I'm going to pass out a thought bubble. You can take that with you, just to compare the two. And not only are we trying to build teachers, but we want you all to help your students to become more capable versus competent. And so I would like for you all to share something about your experience that you've had with using technology. Any success stories that you've had this year? Any new resources that you've been exposed to that has kept kids engaged?
Well, I recently started using Google Classroom. I actually just started it today.
Oh, wow.
So I wish I would have started using it sooner because I think the kids really like it. And it's easier to get the assignments to them, and then it comes directly to the computer, and I don't have to do it with the paper. So that's one example, I guess, of technology.
Okay, yes, I started using Google Classroom too to upgrade my to upload my study guides because the principal wants us to pass out a weekly study guide and weekly lesson plans. And that's a way for parents to have access through technology and a paper copy. So yeah, Google Classroom is good. If like and the students love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
actually, they just like working on the Chromebook, to be honest. It's just better than paper and pencil,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Okay, good. Google Classroom, awesome.
Me,
Yeah,
it's phet.colorado website, and it's basically like a visual kind of hands-on science website. So we on a particular topic, like we're on waves now, and they have different online things that students can use their hands to go to the smart board and just to make the waves either increase the frequency, decrease the frequency, to see the different wavelengths and the amplitudes change. It gives them a lot of things.
I love that too because it's like you said, it's hands-on and it gives them. So y'all some points. Ours is still in.
Trying to give them a visual than just read a lot of words. They can see what the words actually mean.
Oh, good. I love the smart boards. We're still trying to get ours. Some of ours aren't working still, so we just got to modify. Well, good. So the students like it.
But they understand it more once they're able to use that particular website.
Okay. All right, great. Well, okay, well that's a success, and I'm sure throughout the process you all had to play around with it. You know, there wasn't. If you see one of the 8 points is you're taking your time out, and I believe it's point 5, point 4. It says capability-based learning may take a little longer, but the potential outcomes are far greater. So that's what it's about. Not feeling pressed for time and not being pressured. You know, I'm at this PD and then that's it. No, you take this home with you and build. Okay, so my next slide is the designs for learning. So basically, we had to have, and you can really see that. Okay. Basically, there for my to incorporate technology, if you can see that or not, there are 3 modes of universal designs of technology. Universal designs for technology, and you are actually using this now in your own classrooms. So my goal is not only to help build your capability, but to provide some resources. And so the first mode is provide multiple means of representation. So meaning offer different ways to display information. Offer alternatives for auditory information, visual information. And I have some, and I'm going to key in on some resources to help you all with that. Clarify vocabulary and symbols, just, you know, supporting the visual aspect, expression, symbols, provide options for comprehension. And there's so many resources available. So.
Damon Duncan to the office, please.
Okay, the next mode that I'm going to have resources for you as well is action and expression. Provide options for physical action, like you mentioned, the smart board, and give them a chance to go to come up here to the smart board and interact. It says optimize access to tools and assistive technology. So that's another means of action and expression. Use multiple media for communication. Use multiple tools for construction and composition. I'm going to read every single one of these, but the next one is under action and expression is provide options for executive functions. And that breaks this down. Guide appropriate goal setting, support planning and strategy, development, facilitating managing information and resources, and enhance capacity for mentoring progress. So strategic goal-directed learners. So so that's good because, you know, for our frameworks, our teachers, the Kentucky frameworks, they want our classrooms to be really student-centered. I'm not sure if y'all heard of that or not, the Kentucky frameworks for our teachers. So goal-directed learners. We want our learners to have goals, and then we can direct them, and then they can also too be self-sufficient and strategic in their learning. And the next one, the last UDL is multiple means of engagement. So you all have mentioned Google Classroom and the science website, so it's good to have that. So just to highlight, it says provide options for recruiting entrants. So, and something that I've learned is a lot of times the environment, we also want our environment to be where we may have to learn from our students, not just from them learning from us. So they may have an idea of our website.
They're more technical savvy than I am, and so when I'm trying to assess something, especially with those devices, they fix it. They know how to fix it before I can. So.
Excuse me, Mom. Exactly. I had a student in my last class. We had to create a video. I had to create a video game. I said, "Who's used this?" I have. So they helped us, you know, they was able to share their experience creating video games. Provide options for sustaining effort and persistence. So we can, you know, provide different options. It says, let's see, one particular one I want to highlight is 8.3, foster collaboration and community. That's a very challenging, because that takes time to research, call different companies, call resources, come in and speak. But if we can really do that, and you know, that'll make the experience even more relevant and engaging, give them a hands-on. And the last one is provide options for self-regulation. So just like, in my opinion, this reminds me of Study Island. Do you like to use Study Island?
I've had before.
Okay. Where they kind of regulate their learning, they can see their scores, retake the quiz, read the notes. So that's an awesome tool as well. So those are the UDLs, Universal Designs for Learning. So you all have been exposed to those guidelines that they want us to incorporate, that the schools and principals, administrators want us to incorporate in our classrooms. Because technology is on the rise. They even have standards for our teachers. And I'm not going to read all of that, but basically facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. And that's what we want to do. We want to inspire them, especially middle schoolers. They need that. They need to be inspired and encouraged and engaged to want to dig in and learn. Okay, design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Again, you know, we need to try to incorporate this into the classroom. And last but not least, model digital age work and learning. So we can model that as well. And there's more to the standards, but that's all I'm covering today. So now, here's the goodie part. Over the weekend, over the past week or two, I've been able to, because the last couple courses I had, she provided so many resources out here. And there's one that I left off that I actually researched and tried to learn myself. It's ThingLink. And I'll write it up here. There's so much out here. ThingLink, which basically it allows you to, and I can play a quick video, but it allows you to, you can go on YouTube and you will be surprised at the 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos you can find that will give you an example of how to use it. Basically, you can interact videos within actual picture. Maps, you can, like if you show a map for social studies, you can create, let's see, real quick, interactive videos that are going along with the map. And all you have to do is just type it in. I mean, just select, you have to embed the URL, and then boom, select it. I'm real big on tutorials, especially the 2-minute ones. Something real quick, you know, they won't take up too much time. But just to show you, just right, you see this map right here? I was gonna see. Let's see, maybe have to get,
Yeah, it's not
get,
It's not
It's
showing.
just
oh, it's not showing. Oh, okay. Huh. Let's plug that. Well, see, technology. And that's the first time it's ever seen. First time it's ever happened to me like that. So it's so easy to get frustrated, and I've been very frustrated before, but we can't give up because we don't want our students to give up. So that's the whole thing. And it's alright, it's not even,
Is it showing your PowerPoint on the
Connected.
laptop?
no, let's see.
They used to do that to me all the time.
I never seen you do this before.
They used to make me hit the Fn, F4 and hold it down.
Huh,
And it'll
I never
press
seen it. Cause normally, cause this hooked up. This is a new one for me. Well, I'm gonna keep on going. And I can just, like I said, I can email you this too, the resources, but social studies, one in particular that I want you to check out, kind of play with here in a couple minutes, is
Mhm.
called Google Story. Have you used that?
No.
Before? Okay, and I believe these are free. Google Story. It allows students to take what they learn and build a story. You know, get creative. And when I told you about the periodic table of videos
Is this what it looks like?
and Ed Puzzle, that's another one that I want. Google Story. Yeah, I believe so. Because I tried to create a story myself so I could, just get the feel for it. And I was kind of successful. I said, it's going to take me a little time, but it gives you step by step. This is good. Hey, okay, and you said you had to do what? You had to press something?
Fn and F4.
FN and then F4.
Down the left side at the top and the bottom.
And I've seen that FN button before. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Huh. This is the first time. Why did that happen today? Oh, see, I learned something new.
I had to learn it.
Wonder what? I never seen that before. So write that down. FN and 4 at the same time.
F4 at the same time. And so that screen pops up on the side.
Okay, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
See,
Students taught me that.
my students are helping me. Thank you. And you said a student told you?
Yes, because I guess it happened in another class.
Man, they don't forget anything. Okay. So back to the resources I was showing you. So Scribble Maps. I thought about that when it came to social studies. Google Story, like I told you. Jeopardy Labs, the periodic table of videos, Ed Puzzle, and that's now I actually did use that. Go Noodle. I said Google Doodle. Google Noodle. It's actually called Gold Noodle. And this is y'all have so much to get them out of their seats.
You said gold?
Gold Noodle. G-O, then N-O. Like noodle.
Oh, gold noodle.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they have so many resources. So if you want just, I can email you this, but what I like about Ed Puzzle, because I don't want to put too much on you at once, but what I like about Ed Puzzle, you can take a YouTube video and edit the YouTube video with your own voice. Have you heard of that?
Uh-uh.
Have you heard? Oh, it's easy. It's real simple. And I actually loved it. And you can stop it, you can edit, to where it fits what you want to say. And then back on track. See, I can see it up here, but see, now my screen is blank. Huh, this is so weird. Of all the days, it's happening during my PD. Can I believe it? How are we looking on time? Let's see.
317.
317, because I don't want to hold you, I want to hold you off. Oh, it has it to where I see, I learned something. I can click on my screen, I can't see my screen is black.
Hmm.
But I'm able to, so I'm gonna have to do that here, look. So that's why I don't care, we can roll with it. So Edpuzzle, Gold Noodle, and let me, see, I'm learning as because that's why I love technology, because it gives you a chance to. And when it comes to evaluating, Ruby Star, this creates rubrics. Have you heard of that?
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, isn't that accessible?
Mm-hmm.
All you do is put in your standards and whatnot, I believe, and then
it'll fill that all before.
Yes.
We have to do that all the time. Whenever we have to put work out in the hallway, the principal say you need a rubric on how you grade the student. We just went straight to the start.
Yeah.
Taking this, and it didn't fill in the whole grid. So,
isn't that awesome? That saves so much time, and of course you may have to edit a little bit, but Poll Daddy, I don't know if you heard of that one. I like Kahoot. You gotta use that in class.
What?
Kahoot.
I've heard that. I haven't used
Have
it
you
yet.
heard of that one? Let me add that one. Actually, they can use their cell phones. Are you all allowed to have cell phones at school?
No.
Not
Oh, good. Okay. Because my high school, I taught at a high school as a long term, so they love it. But Kahoot is just a way for you can personalize your questions, and basically it's like a game. You know, you get a topic and they punch in their answer,
Mm-hmm.
and look, they even create their own names.
Okay.
So of course that can be kind of tricky. You got some that want to create some inappropriate names, but so if you want me to, I can. If you want to, I can show you a little bit about Edpuzzle, but I mean it's very self-explanatory. I mean, like I said, I love it. Flashcard Exchange. Have you heard of that one? It's a way for remembering, and that's my next slide. And this is help. Flashcard Exchange, something that students can do. Carrot sticks. And I actually want to play around with that one today. Quizlet is something that I used several times. That's the EKB
Yeah.
famous.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we use Google.
But it works. And, you know, this helps students. That's good for independent study. And so, like, these are good resources for that. And if you wouldn't mind to look at that bubble that I gave you a thought bubble, and it just compares what a competent teacher says compared to a capable teacher. It's like, okay, I can see the difference. So, and like I said, we want to try to get our students to this level, help them to be competent, not just competent, but capable.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like what I would like to do, and there's one more thing I was trying to create a Prezi for my presentation. Have you all used Prezi?
Yeah.
That's like a old school. Have you heard of that website?
I don't know about you.
Used it. And I played around with it, but I couldn't change the size of my fonts.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let me go ahead and use an original PowerPoint, and I'll just mention it. Prezi, which is another one, Glockster. Oh my gosh. They have so much out there. It's colorful. And they said when you change the background with colors and it looks different, it kind of captures their attention a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard that. That's what statistics show. And so if you would like, because I would like to share, this is just the resources that I've given you all so far. I would like to follow through. First, I want to say thank you for filling out the TEL survey, because I know the school year is almost over. Yay! I won't be commuting because I commute from Lexington.
Ooh.
And so, but thank you for, I read you all's surveys and whatnot, so thank you for taking the time out. And then, like I said, the self-advocacy. So this is real humbled, a good humble start. And so I just want to encourage you, the resources that I've given you thus far, I know you want to don't have too much more time, but I'm more than willing to at least log on to Edpuzzle and show you how you can edit a video. I'm not sure if you have time for that, or if you want to just go home. But I would like to follow up with you. I will come to your classroom. I'm gonna have y'all come over here because you know how I'm up on you all. Grandma, my plan is at 4. I catch you in the teacher's lounge, and then I catch you. Your plan is 5th hour. So if you would like, if you wouldn't mind, maybe I can follow up with you next week, week after next or something. And I just wanted, if you have any successes with these resources that I've given you all, and I can email you this PowerPoint if you like.
I'm on the Ruby Star right now, creating.
Ruby Star. Okay, awesome. And so if you would like that, and Google Star I think would be real great for social studies.
Yeah.
I thought about you when I seen that resource.
Mm-hmm.
Because what are you all studying now?
We're on the ancient Chinese dynasties.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. Have them create some things.
Mm-hmm.
They like to, some masters, they like to get up and share and talk. Well, 6th graders are still a little shy. The 8th graders, some of them, buddy,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
hey, look at me. So, if you have any time to even just play around with that, no pressure. Like I said, it's in the school year, so maybe something you can maybe start next school year or something. But there's a lot of resources. So make sure you have all those down.
Yep.
Thing link, I was wanting to show you, look, I mean, oh my gosh, this map that they show, they had like videos of every little section. And all they do was just click on a little section in the map,
Mm-hmm.
and a video was embedded. So all you gotta do is just give them a live visual of that part of the country.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll
if
have to
you-
look for that. Look up.
yeah, Thing Link.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so much. And then I didn't even, and also next week, when I follow with you, I'm going to have some coding. Does any of your kids code?
And computer class.
In
Yeah.
class, but what about outside of that?
Yeah.
Create their own video games or any of your math teacher science? Well, you science, but there's websites where they can code just within their content area.
That's good.
That was my last class. I mean, I was hooked on it. I mean, it is like step-by-step computational thinking, and it's good for the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wouldn't mind, hey, maybe I can, because my professor had emailed me some resources, and I thought majority of them were math, actually, because I teach math.
Yeah.
But I will double check, and if she has any for science and social studies, coding and programming, because that'll get them. Well, I know 6th graders, they love it. They love to program and code. It may be on a low level, but we could be creating engineers
Mm-hmm. That's good.
in the classroom. So, are there any final thoughts or anything? So how do you all feel just from the resources? Do you feel kind of eager to kind of play around and?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
I mean,
and-
especially with it being towards the end of the year, kids are kind of getting restless. So I definitely, like, once I get this PowerPoint, I'm going to look into some of those things and see how I can incorporate those in my own classroom.
If you want me, so have you been on Go Noodle?
Yeah, I took a look at it in a second. So
Okay.
I'm going to go.
I mean, it has them out of their seats.
Yeah.
You could probably even type in science. I mean,
Mhm.
social studies.
Mm-hmm.
And some
Right.
quick thing. You can embed your own questions.
Oh, yeah, I tried that on the Jeopardy lab too.
Okay, see? Embed your own questions.
Yeah.
Quizzes, so when they take that field.
Awesome. Well, ladies, I just want to say, number one, this is my first PD. And you all took the time out and filled out the TEL survey.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you so much. And you are teaching them, what grade do you teach again?
7th grade.
7th.
7th. I taught 7th grade math. I taught 8th grade, 7th grade, and 6th graders, really. So yeah, there's those 6th, 7th, and 8th, they are special, aren't they? Special, honest individuals, aren't they?
Yeah. I like them though. I like 7th graders.
Well, thank you again for this time, and I'm going to send you this email as soon as I'm going to try to get my screen back. So thank you for helping me, and you helped me with recording because I had a glitch. And that's what it's about, guys. Having our students help us. We help each other and not give up. Thank you.